Sorry, what makes you come down and want to be part of Subfactory in Reading when you're based in London, when London is supposed to be the core drum and bass?
You know what it was, right? It's a love thing, man. It's like, I come down, like, supporting Johnny and Cliff, just they were doing their thing, and I just loved the vibe that was up there. The vibe up there was big. You know what I mean? Like, it's sort of like coming up over and over again. It's like you lot was like a family and that, and me and you got talking. You was like, well, come up, spin a tune, and that's it. Stuck ever since, man. It's like, I love it up here.
What makes Subfactory different to any other gig that you play?
It's the intimacy. You're right in front of the crowd are interacting with you. There's something special about this place. The vibe we get in there with the intimate crowd, with everyone on top of each other. It's just electric.
How do you feel about being part of what is now something quite special to the local music scene?
I love it. From the first day that I came down there and guested for you guys, and then started getting more involved, I can't ask for no more. Local residency in my hometown, which I love, always have done, and I still love DJing. Been doing it over 20 years, and I still got the love for it like I've always had. And this place is something special. 10 years.
Can you think of one of your favourite moments, you know, over the 10 years?
Yeah, favourite moments have got to be when Bailey's beat is one of the highlights for me. Also Fabio always represents when he comes down there. He loves the vibe also. All the big DJs that come here absolutely love it. For the same reason we do.
So Wynne, you've been involved with many events through the years that you've been emceeing. What in your eyes makes Subfactory special?
Well, Subfactory, as you know, 10 years. This is our birthday party tonight. Basically, it's a free night. It's probably the South's longest running free event. We bring down major artists. Who we have playing here? Randall, Fabio, Groove Rider, Kenny Ken. We've had a lot of the top boys from the old school, which is obviously our generation, and the kids appreciate it. So, Subfactory is free entry, always a good vibe down here. The people love it. Tonight we've got Fabio helping us celebrate 10 years, free event. That's how we do. So big up my Subfactory fam.
How do you feel about the Subfactory doing a whole decade old, and being part of it right from the very beginning?
Well, I
I think it's a big achievement being 10 years old. There's not a lot of lights around the country who have managed 10 years. So yeah, I'm extremely proud to be involved with it. And you know, we've made a lot of friends out of it. We've had some really good nights out of it. And yeah, I mean, I think it's an achievement. I think it's a big achievement.
So you used to come here as a party goer many moons ago. What's it now like being up the other side of the decks for Subfactory?
It's absolutely amazing. Family's great. You feel wanted, feel welcomed. It's great. Can't use another adjective to describe it. It's brilliant.
So Kendrick, over the 10 years that Subfactory's been running, what do you think of a highlight that really stands out at the night?
Probably New Year's Eve, not last year, 2 years previous. I think it was Fabio that came down, the one that come down, and I was just rocking, brilliant.
Well, Subfactory started in 2005, obviously 10 years ago. We were offered a Sunday night back then. Obviously we took it up on ourselves to get the night rolling. And yeah, it just evolved from there basically. We did really well with the Sunday night, moved on to a Saturday night, and eventually moved to a Friday night, which is where we've been. The night was a weekly event, but since the refit and the rebuild of the Purple Turtle, we've been moved to a monthly, which kind of works a little bit better because we can have a special guest once a month, and it works quite well. But the best thing about it is the whole night has been really built up on the quality of the resident DJs. We haven't just been able to build the night on the guests we get down.
So describe to us a typical Subfactory crowd then.
Well, a typical Subfactory crowd. There probably isn't a typical person in it, to be honest. It's just crazy. Obviously, the building itself is quite large, but where we hold our Subfactory event, the night, is quite small, quite intimate. Obviously, the people who come, they're all from all sorts of backgrounds. You know, it doesn't matter. It's really kind of whatever goes down there. But yeah, I mean, suppose one word could describe a Subfactory crowd are just bonkers. But you'll see that later, I suppose.
What's the future for Subfactory then?
Future for Subfactory, hopefully another 10 years down there. A few bigger shows in the pipeline. We've teamed up with a couple of other guys that promote around town. Did a show a few months ago with a guy from Adjusted Audio. We had Calix and TV down, which was quite good in a bigger venue. Another thing I'd like to do is maybe push it upstairs as well, because upstairs is quite big. Last month we celebrated 25 years of the Purple Turtle. We had Groove Rider down and Heist, and it was just a totally different vibe upstairs to down here. I mean, this is the true home of Subfactory, but upstairs it works also. So yeah, a few bigger shows, and maybe teaming up with a few other promoters in and around the area.
Man, I'm going to get him in like 10 minutes.
Okay, so I'd like to shout out all my DJs that have helped through the years, 10 years worth of residence we've had, but some big props go to DJ Timeless, Jermaine, Mr. Wong for MCing all these years, Deadly P, Nick Solitude, Mad Hatter, various bods behind the scenes, AMC, Tox, Double G and Heist that come down from Colchester every once in a while. There's too many names to mention, but if I haven't named you, forgive me, you're all close to my heart. You know?
Yeah, for me, 10 years gone really fast. Things have changed. I think started in 2005 with the guys, came down with Lost Greenfly, Neil Mack. Like I said, I think what's changed over the years is it started off as a predominantly liquid night, and it evolved throughout the time with DJs and residents that have come on board. And do you know what? It's just a family affair. I think what's different about the night and the resident DJs is that all of the guys bring something different to the table. So for me, I think you get something different every time. Every time you come down, every set you hear, you don't hear the same tunes all night. It's not the same top 10 bangers. Everyone brings their own thing. So if you go down there at the moment, you've got Free Man rocking out with Johnny 5. They've got their own flavour. So it's really cool. You come down, different things. We have the residents coming down. You've got the headliners, like tonight we've got Fabio. We had legends like Groove Rider last month. So it's really cool when we get these guys to come down and represent with us. And you'll see later on, hopefully we'll get Fabio to say a few words as well. So yeah, I just want to say a big shout out to Neil Mack, to Deadly P, Loz Greenfly, Freeman, MC Wong, MC Sai, Repow. I've got to say a big shout out to DJ Hicks actually, because I started coming down here with him back in the day, and he kind of hung up the headphones about 6-7 years ago, but without him we wouldn't have been down here. So big shout out to you, mate. Big shout out to Paul Boogie, drum and bass soldier. Unfortunately can't be here tonight. He's got a bit of man flu and he's gutted that he can't get down, so big shout out to you, mate. But yeah, I want to say, like I say, anyone that I've missed out, all of you, like Casey, big shout out to Jason Lally, all the other D&B soldiers that come down and represent. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a night. I think what's unique for us is that we don't charge. It's free entry, you guys can come down, and do you know what? People recognise that and they come support the night. So big thanks guys, and here's to another 10 years.
Legendary Fabio.